Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the timeless wisdom of one of history's most influential philosophers, Marcus Aurelius. This Roman emperor not only ruled over a vast empire, but also left a legacy of Stoic teachings that remain incredibly relevant today. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by life, that the daily worries and challenges are just too much? Marcus Aurelius faced these feelings too, and through his philosophy, he found ways to stay grounded and focused. In today's video, I'll share 8 essential tips from Marcus Aurelius that will help you navigate life with more calm, clarity, and purpose. Before we begin, don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoy the content and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any videos. Now, get ready to discover how the words of an ancient emperor can transform your perspective and help you live a fuller life. Let's get started.
1. Each morning, early in the day, repeat to yourself the following. Surely today I will encounter someone indiscreet, ungrateful, insolent, deceitful, envious, or unsociable. They are this way because they do not know what is good and what is bad. However, I, who understand the nature of good, which is beautiful, and the nature of evil, which is shameful, and who know that the nature of a person who errs is identical to mine, not because we share the same blood or come from the same seed, but because we share intelligence and a portion of the divine, cannot be harmed by that person, for no one can strip me of my integrity. Therefore, I cannot be angry with my fellow human being, nor can I hate them. We are born to collaborate with each other just as our feet, hands, eyelids, or upper and lower teeth do. Acting as adversaries to each other is contrary to nature, and acting against nature is also to be indignant and show mutual aversion. This is all I am, a piece of flesh, a vital breath, and a critical consciousness. Put aside the books. Do not distract yourself any longer. It is not permitted. Imagine that you are about to die. Despise the flesh, which is nothing but blood, small bones, and nervous tissue composed of tiny veins and arteries. Consider that your vital breath is nothing but air and not always the same, as it is continuously inhaled and exhaled. And thirdly, there is your consciousness. So reflect. You are old. Do not allow your consciousness to be enslaved any longer, nor to be a puppet at the mercy of selfish impulses, nor to be angered by the fate before you, nor to distrust the future. Aversion. The works of the gods are full of providence, and those of fortune do not happen outside the bounds of nature, nor apart from the weaving and interweaving of what providence disposes. Everything comes from there. Added to this is what is necessary and what is convenient for the entirety of the universe, of which you yourself are a part. For any element of nature, everything that collaborates with it in its entirety and is capable of preserving it is good. And the world is preserved both by the transformations of simple elements and those of the compounds. Let these ideas be sufficient for you and serve as basic principles. Put aside that eagerness for new readings so that you do not die lamenting, but joyful and content with sincere gratitude to the gods. Recall how many times you have postponed this and how many times you have received warnings from the gods and ignored them. It is essential that from now on you become aware of the world to which you belong, and of the fact that you are an emanation of what governs the world, that you have a limited amount of time. And if you do not take this opportunity to find peace, that time will pass, and you will pass with it, without a second chance. At every moment, as a Roman and as a man, focus resolutely on what you have at hand, with dignity and without affectation, with love for your fellow humans, with freedom and justice, and set aside any other thoughts. You will succeed if you perform each task as if it were the last of your life. That is, free from all rashness, from any passion that could distract you from what reason dictates, without hypocrisy, without selfishness, and without indignation against destiny. There are not many principles you need to manage to lead a tranquil and almost divine life. The gods themselves will not demand more from those who observe them. Do external occupations perhaps distract you? Make time for yourself to learn something good and stop spinning like a top. You must also guard against another error. Those who spend their entire lives busy without an objective to direct all their efforts and imagination are truly misguided. You will rarely find someone who is miserable for caring about what happens to their neighbor. On the other hand, those who have never been sensitive to the impulses of their heart must inevitably be miserable. Always keep this in mind. What is the nature of the universe as a whole? What is my nature? How do they relate to each other? What kind of part is one with respect to the other? You must also meditate on the fact that no one can prevent you from saying or doing what is in accordance with nature, of which you are a part.